Alright, how is everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Airbnb stock. It has IPO today and it is over 130% up like instantly as the market opened. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys a warning in this video, man. I would not buy this stock at $160. Like Robinhood is showing that it went up all the way to 164. That is just crazy. I'm going to show you exactly how expensive this is and why, I don't think you should be buying this at all at this price point. That is kind of crazy. I'm going to be comparing it to some other companies that are worth this much, that give these type of revenues, and showing you why I think you should stay away, man. I think it will definitely be going down. If not, then it's just way overvalued at this point. Now, right before we jump into it, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to hit 600 subscribers by the end of this year. It's very doable. If all of you guys watching right now subscribe, you'll help me reach that goal, and it'll be really appreciated. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for Webull. I'll have a link down below. All you guys have to do is deposit $100 and you'll get 4 free stocks. That's a great return on your money right there. If you haven't already signed up for Webull, make sure to do so. I'll have a link down below. So Airbnb obviously was supposed to IPO at just $60 to $70, right? They raised it last minute to like $68 a share. It's now 146, man. It went back down to 154, but that's basically all the way up. Still 125%. That is insanity, right? Okay, let's look at the stats, right? Now, if you guys want to buy this stock and hold it for 5-10 years, then go ahead. That's probably fine. But man, I usually don't look that far when buying a stock. Usually look 3 to 5 years max in terms of how long term I want to actually hold this stock. Maybe even up to 10 years. But for a stock like Airbnb, and I don't know. Okay, so let's look at the revenues, right? Looking at the revenues, they have $3 billion this year. Last year they made 4.8, which is pretty good. But during the pandemic, they made 3.6, and it's probably not going to return for at least another 6 months or so to their last year's price. So 3.6 billion. Let's take roughly, I guess, 3.6 billion. Let's see their market cap. Their market cap that's trading at right now is at around 105 billion. Now, I don't know how accurate that is. On Robinhood, it says 93. And on Google, it says it's at, it doesn't even have a market cap at Google yet. So I think we're just going to take the median of that. So let's just say it's around 100 billion market cap here. What was Airbnb saying? So it was saying 105. So let's just take $100 billion market cap right now. That is still crazy high for this type of company, man. 100 billion market cap for Airbnb. And they only did $3 billion in revenue, right? Only $3 billion, 3.6 billion. Let's try to take 3.6 billion and you divide it by 100 billion. So like 100 billion. Let's divide it by just 3.6. They're trading at 28 times revenues that they're supposed to do this year. 28 times, man. That is pretty expensive. So you guys better be betting on this stock actually keeping on doubling. Like, you gotta want this stock to keep doubling for like years to come for it to actually be somewhat relevant, right, to their stock price. This is Tesla right now. We have Tesla stock. They're trading at around 16 to 20 P, not a P, but the price to sales ratio. But the difference with Tesla is that they're actually making profit. First of all, I believe their balance sheet is also a lot better than Airbnb's. We'll check that out in a second. If Airbnb has a ton of cash on hand, then that might justify it. And their 4P is way less than their current P. So I think Tesla, and in general, Tesla, what are they doing? They're like disrupting their whole industry. So Tesla has like unlimited growth ahead of it. Airbnb does as well, obviously, but they have a lot closer competitors. Like Tesla does not have a competitor anywhere in sight, in my opinion. The nearest competitor is General Motors, and they take 10 times longer to do something, and they're at least 5 years behind in terms of the technology, at least I would say. Airbnb, they have competition right now that does as good of a job. So let's look at their if we look at their balance sheet, right, let's see how much they actually have. They have currently $3 billion in cash. That's very good. But that's still, like, I would expect them to have 5 to 10 billion if they want to justify this $100 billion market cap. So they went from a $40 billion company to almost $100 billion basically. Airbnb did. So the CEO basically doubled his net worth in a single day. This is why companies go IPO, man, because this company would never, like a private investor would never pay this much money for a company like Airbnb today, man. That is just insanity in my opinion. So am I gonna buy this? I don't know. I'm for sure not at this price point. But eventually, if it goes back down to 60, man, that might even, like, even at 60 that was getting kind of expensive. But for a growth stock, 60 is probably fine in today's market. 150, no, man, I just cannot be paying 150, not 160. Some people paid 163, man. Imagine paying 164 for this. Like, damn. Like, but maybe you guys are buying this and you think it's gonna do very good long term. Then go ahead, go right ahead. That is, I'm not really gonna be cussing you out or anything, but that is fine. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this. Now, DoorDash just IPO'd yesterday and they're down 7% today. That could very well happen for like an Airbnb, in my opinion. This might even be like a Beyond Meat situation. Like, right when Beyond Meat, you guys know when Beyond Meat IPO'd, it went from 140. Like, look, this is probably a great example of what could happen. It went from 70. It went to 70 to 220, and then it went all the way back down the IPO price. So, I mean, anything's possible. I'm not a genie. I can't look in the future and say what'll happen. It might stay at 140, 120s for forever and just up from here. It might go back down to under 100. Like, you never know at this point. The stock market is just so, like, unpredictable, right? So, I don't know if you put like a option to buy it at $68. If you put like a limit order and it got filled, then very good. But I don't know, man. I think it instantly people sold their shares and people were buying it way more than people were selling it for. So I don't know. This is just seems like it went up insane. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.